Hello and good evening, and welcome to tonight's webinar. This is the back office training webinar, and I am your host, Elaine. And what I'm going to do today is go over the basics of the TLC back office, and also I'm going to talk about vital things to do in your back office too. So let's start off. Just 1 minute, let me get these slides organized. Okay, so there's certain vital things you need to do in your back office. In particular, make sure that you are subscribed to company emails. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then, of course, I can answer any questions as well. So it might be, if you haven't signed into your back office for a long time, you might actually have this screen, which would be to update your account information. So this would come up when you first sign into your account. So for example, this is a particular account called Detox TLC, and it's important that you check that this updated account information is correct. Basically, the company has a default, and a default would always be balance billed, which is obviously, that's a good default to have, but it might be that you're already binary qualified, and so you've got one strong leg and one leg that's much weaker. But because you're binary qualified, you could then go for this one here, which would be the lesser volume leg on the outside. So often, once you're binary qualified, obviously that's really important, you need to be binary qualified first, but then you would be wanting to be on your lesser volume leg. And what might happen, again, if you've not been into your back office for a while, you might need to accept your terms and conditions, simply because if you've joined TLC recently, this probably won't come up, but every now and again, they might change something in the terms and conditions, and in which case you would need to agree to them again. These are normal things. You know, for example, about married couples and all of this sort of joining TLC. Sometimes that changes actually, even since I've been in TLC. In fact, the rules regarding married couples and who can be the enroller for married couples, you know, that's changed over the last year, for example. So because they sometimes change things like that, then they sometimes need to get you to agree to the new terms and conditions. So that was just a case literally of signing there on the computer. Now, very important is about the TLC pay week. So basically, we're paid every week in TLC. And what happens is the pay week runs from Friday morning through till Thursday night. And it's really important, you must be qualified for the whole of the TLC pay week to earn commissions in that pay week. Now we're saying this is the rules, and I can assure you people have been caught out with this, and this is why it's so vital for me to tell you this. So you are responsible as an independent business owner to make sure that you are qualified to earn commissions. So how do you know you're qualified? Well, if you've joined TLC in the last month or had an order in the last month, you are qualified. The other thing is your back office will say you are active, which I will show you in a minute. And that basically, if you've not been active, maybe for a couple of months, the day to qualify again is on a Friday. or before a Friday. We've got someone in the team, they qualified again Thursday night, and of course that means today's Friday, so that means they're qualified for the whole of this TLC week, which began today. So the important thing is the best way to ensure that you really are qualified is to have a smart ship or an auto ship. So what this is it's just a regular shipment of products. And of course you can change which product you have. So one month you could have ISOT, the next month it could be NRG or Delgado coffee. You really can vary that every week
63
according to what you want to have. So so that can definitely be varied, your smart ship. And basically when you have your smart ship or auto ship, it's just vital to ensure that you are getting your commission for that particular qualifying period. So as I said on the previous slide, basically you're qualified for a 30-day period or a 31-day period. It depends on how many days there are in the month. So for example, if today is the 2nd of June, that would mean, and you joined TLC today, you would be qualified through till the 2nd of July. So this is how it goes with the auto ship. So it's incredibly important. As I said, we do recommend the auto ship. So I'm going to open a back office in a minute. Another thing which you'll notice when I open up this back office is the other information that you'll see on your business overview in the back office is, of course, whether or not you're binary qualified. And so to become binary qualified, this is when these slides, right, okay, back to the slide I was on. So to become binary qualified, that is when you have personally enrolled 2 people, one on your left and one on your right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start opening up a back office. So let's just do this now. I'm just going to share my screen again in a minute with you because I actually need to share a new screen with you. Right, let me just, okay. Okay, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to log out. I was testing this all out earlier on, and okay, this is looking better. This is looking better. Okay, so let me now share with you again. So I'm just switching now. Okay, so I'm guessing that you can now see my current screen. So please shout if you can't see the correct screen. What you should be seeing now is the login screen for TLC. So if you're not seeing that, then please give me a shout. So let me see if I can sign into the correct screen. Okay, so I'm actually going to sign into the account of Detox TLC, which is a spare account which I wanted to look at for demonstration purposes. Now, I was trying to log into this account. I think I'm already logged in, to be honest. And one of the things I wanted to show you was how to log in. So what I want to do really is log out of there. That might be the best thing, but okay. Right, let's try this now. Let's see if we can log out and then log back in again. Okay, this is all very important when you're trying to sign in. You know, if you've forgotten your username or password, it should give you, it should send your password again to you, to the email. Okay, as I said, right. Oh, well, this is all good. This is all good. So basically, sometimes this happens, but if you've got the wrong password, it might not, you might come up with that message, failed to authenticate. So let's try and get in again. I'm trying to show you. These cookies can actually be a real pain when you're trying to, you know, your computer tends to remember the cookies of the last TLC account you signed in on. So, but anyway, this is the screen now for this account, Detox TLC, and you can see they're an affiliate. So if we scroll down now, you can immediately see what's happening with this account. So as I was saying earlier on, you're active if you've had an order within the last 30 days. Now, obviously, this person is not active. You can see this is actually, you've got week, that's the 19th of the 5th to the 25th. It looks like the 25th of the 5th. That was last week, and then we've got this week. Okay, so you've always got last week's sort of information there, and then you've got this week's information here where it says current. So this person's not active. So if you're at all uncertain, am I active or not, then you would know straight away by logging into your back office. So you can see here there's no qualifying volume. Now, the other really important thing is this person is not binary qualified. So that means they're not going to get any binary commission, which is what I just showed you with the two teams. So this is really vital information that you've got straight away when you log in. These are, as I said, these are your metrics that are telling you. Now, please, you know, I'm hoping that when you log in that you're getting a tick here to say that you're active. And I'm hoping also that you're getting a tick to say that you're binary qualified. That way you're going to be earning the maximum possible commissions. Now, of course, this particular day is, with it being Friday, this is showing us you know, the week's only just begun. It's day one of the TLC pay week. So you can see here, you know, often on a Friday when you look, the current earnings aren't going to be great because the pay week's just begun. But a big clue here anyway is, of course, the fact that the person is not active and also they're not binary qualified. So automatically they're not going to be earning a huge amount. So let's carry on now. Now, the other thing I was going to talk to you about is about this upgrade, and basically all of the basic information is here without the need to upgrade. So I'm certainly not suggesting that anybody needs to do the back office upgrade. Things like your recent activity or your newest distributors, you can see that in your back office. And I'm going to show you where you can see that in your back office as well. So the other interesting thing is it will show you your recent orders. Now, we know this person hasn't had any recent orders because clearly they're not active right now. They weren't active this week or last week, But let's just see, it's useful to know when the last order was. We know there was an order shipped, and the last order was October the 15th, 2016. So that's useful to know. Now, one trick is I want to get back. So it's often easier to press on TLC IBO to get back to the start page. If you want to go, so what I'm saying is when you want to go back to the home page in the back office, click on TLC IBO to see. Okay, so we've seen most of the information there, but there's still loads of information you can see. And the best way to do it is to go to My Business. Basically here, then immediately it always takes you to personally enrolled team straight away. Now, that's fine if you've, but this person hasn't personally enrolled someone. But even so, there's loads of information in the downline ranks. So you can see straight away in the downline ranks that there's 3 directors here. You could also see that here. The number of directors is 3. Then you've got numbers of associates, numbers of affiliates, number of tour takers. So you can see this person obviously very, very one-sided. So, but I wanted to show you how you can search for people in your back office. So this is really, really useful because I want to demonstrate with somebody's searching for someone's first name and then also searching for someone's surname. So Patience is maybe going to join us later on. I know she said she wants to listen to the recordings because she's busy at the moment. So I was looking for Patience, and I was looking with the name Patience. Now, she's not actually got Patience as her very first name. So this is a demonstration of how sometimes it doesn't work if you've got the wrong first name. She uses her African name. So it's her African name, then Patience. Fortunately, I know her last name, which is a good job. So let me just see. I might need to go back again before it let me do this. Actually, no, it doesn't want to do that. I've got to go back now. It didn't work the first time, so now what I need to do is go back to downline ranks again. Click on last name. So I know her last name is Boomer. So let's see. Good. Okay. So now you can see the reason why it didn't work when I was looking for Patience is because she's used her first name there, then Patience. But I found her last name, Boomer. Now I can get information here by clicking on here. And this will give me information about her placement, her sponsor. Now, you don't always get the sponsor, to be honest. This particular back office is showing it. I don't always get that from my main account back office. I can't always see the sponsor. Although obviously it's useful information. You can see whether the persons are on Smartship, whether they're active, whether they're binary qualified. And I think the important thing is, as I said, you can't always see all this information, but the important thing is the orders. So I can see here when the last order was placed. So I can see, the 1st of the 6th. So Patience, this is not private information. She told me this morning she had placed an order with TLC last night, which obviously I can see here. She's placed an order on Thursday night, which means that she's qualified for the whole of this TLC week because the week just began today with it being Friday. So I do find it useful to know when people have ordered. Okay, I know, you know, not everybody's got their Autoship on, their smart ship, but it's useful if I know when people have ordered, then I can immediately know, well, whether they're qualified for commissions and how regularly. It's useful to know how regularly people are ordering. So it's really important to know that you can do this search. You can also search on people's ID as well. So that would be another way I could search. But again, I'd have to go back to downline ranks here and search there. And you can see, as I said, the directors always come up first. Now, the next thing, I'm just going to go down these to show you information. Retail customer orders. What they're doing now with TLC is your customers are often, when you get an email, it says you order from customer in downline, but they're calling IBOs customers, and a retail customer is somebody who's not an IBO, who's purchased from you, basically. The next one is downline orders, and this is very useful information to look at on a Thursday night, because it would show you all of the orders that have been in your team that particular week. Now, with it being Friday, there's no orders there at present, but by Thursday there should be some orders there. It also can tell you smart ships in the downline as well. So that's very useful information to know who's got the smart ships. Now, the next one is the point account, and I'm actually going to demonstrate. I'm going to transfer some points to somebody who's on the webinar tonight, but I wouldn't get too excited because it's only 9 cents. So I'm going to transfer these to Vanji. Let's just demonstrate this. So here we've just got a little adjustment that's come in. I don't quite know why this particular account's got the point transaction repair, but 9 cents is 9 cents. So let's transfer this now. So the best thing to do is, one way to do it is to search your downline to find who you want to transfer it to. Okay, so we just search for Evangeline, and all I'm doing now, you see here how they're saying choose this customer. Obviously Evangeline, Evangie is an IBO rather than a customer. Now this would be where you would say how much you're actually transferring to this particular person. So basically, if we do that now, okay, so that's now gone into the transfer's now been made from Detox TLC to Evangeline Satora. Unfortunately, it was only 9 cents. But it said, we've got evidence there of exactly when that's happened. Now, I could try and make another transfer, but there'll be no money in there to transfer. So that's all useful information. And it's useful for you to be able to transfer to anybody in your downline. And of course, if you have a customer account as well as an IBO account, then that's really useful because you can transfer to your personal customer account. So we've gone through point account, binary tree viewer. Of course, it's going to be very one-sided because this person's not binary qualified. So you can see here, there's nothing at all on one side, and then going down on the other side. Now, what you could do here is, if we just look at the these, we did have this recently actually, something with but I was talking to Leovi about last week. If it says no rank, it means there's been a problem with the credit card that someone's joined with. So that's one to watch out for if they're no rank. So it's, what you can do here is you can go to the bottom left. Okay, so here you can get down to the bottom. So the bottom of this particular account is this one here. Then what you could do is you can go up one level. Okay, so then we're up one level. We'll try going up another level and see how we can maneuver this. So what we can keep doing here is going up a level. Okay, so you can see here, you know, this person here, I don't want to click on the account because we don't need to know everybody's names. With this particular account, you can see they're binary qualified, but they're just binary qualified. There's not a huge amount of activity there. If we go up again, okay, so there's some people here. Now what we need to know here, there's quite a lot of information here actually, because you've got the hearts. So the heart means personally enrolled. Okay, and then what we've got, yes, okay, we're just looking at the associate. So we've got so basically the affiliate is when you're binary qualified, and the associate is somebody who's not binary qualified. I believe I've got that right. Please, anyone write in the chat if I've got that wrong. And tour take is when someone's just joined and they've only have one order. So often an associate would be if they've had more than one order. And as I said, affiliate is when you're binary qualified. Now, sometimes a bit confusing with a personally enrolled to see, yes. So I think what's happening here is actually, I can see what's happened actually here, because there is a lot of information here. So this is actually Pam here, and so the people with the hearts are people who Pam has enrolled. Okay, so Pam, who well, some of you may know, it doesn't matter if you know her or not, but anyway, so the information we're getting here is these are people who Pam has enrolled. Okay, so it's not the people who Detox TLC has enrolled, but you can see here now Pam is the top of the showing, and you can see who Pam has enrolled. Now, what's happened here, and you can also see who's got a SmartShip as well. So there's plenty of information on here for you to see, basically. And it is handy to put somebody at the top there. By doing this thing, going up one level and up one level, you can see quite a lot of information that's going on in the downline, basically. So we've looked at the binary tree viewer. So let's just go back. You could also have a look at commissions, which gives you, so very clear here, you've not earned any commissions yet, check back soon. And then again, volumes. Here again, you can see some volumes. But of course, this person, they've got nothing at all on their right leg. So they had lots carried over. Well, in fact, they weren't binary qualified. So it doesn't matter, you know, but obviously not a lot's happening here. So with this particular account, the first thing that they would need to do is to place an order, or in particular, even better, would be to set up a smart ship. So if we look up at that next, so what we've got here is this is useful before people have set up smart ship. It will give a little video on how to create the smart ship, and it also tells you how often it's going to be processed. So you can see lots of information about it. How would I cancel my smart ship? You can change it anytime, basically, from your back office. And how can I pay for my smart ship? Well, it will automatically be withdrawn from your point account. If you do not have enough points, a backup credit card of your choice will be used. So what I would recommend to everybody is to use points for the first few, to pay for the first few orders, particularly for people outside of the USA, simply because of the exchange rate. You know, the dollar against the pound varies a lot, and also against other currencies too. So it's better to pay from points in the first instance. So let's have a look now at how to do that. So let me just, this is the next thing we've got to do, because we've covered most of this. The other thing we do have a very quick look at is resources, because there's loads of information under resources. So here, when you go to resources, gives you loads of information here. For example, how about your smart ship alerts. I think in the USA in particular, they will text you if your smart ship has failed. Doesn't work so well overseas with the smart ship alert, but certainly in the USA they will alert you by text. How do I update my account information? So all of these are really important bits of information for you. Now, how do I update my account information? This is really useful for you to do. And this is the vital thing, which I said at the beginning, how you need to basically make sure you're getting with TLC emails. So that's why this is vital. So we're going to do this in a minute. But of course, if you're not sure how to do something, and you know, maybe everybody's asleep in your team apart from you, and you're not sure how to do something, do please go to the information part of your back office to look at this. Also, it's good to look at the best practices about weight loss and income claims, which just means we shouldn't be making, we can show photos, of course, that's fine to show photos on Facebook or Instagram, but we shouldn't make wild claims about weight loss or wild claims about income, of course. And then also how you can get hold of a Payoneer card if you're outside of the USA. So let's just go back now to here. So what we want to do is we actually want to go to the account here. Now, let me try going back here. Sometimes when I do Zoom, it blocks the bit that I want to see. Right, that's better. So you can see here now, hopefully, that the account is called Detox TLC. So very important is to change the settings. Okay, so this is where you're going to make sure that you're getting the TLC emails. Now, of course, you can make an avatar here and check the website. And now the other thing that's very important, of course, is the payment methods. We just talked about the points. That's to add a new credit card. That's actually payment methods for the SmartShip or Autoship. Now, notifications. This is incredibly important. So hopefully you can see this. And just, as I said, I've got I'm just putting the Zoom information over there. So hopefully you can see this. To subscribe to company emails, click on the subscribe button below. An email will be sent to verify your email address. So basically, it's really important if you want to get an email to give you your tracking or to tell you that people are joining your team, it's really important that you subscribe again. We've got a new back office and you need to subscribe if you haven't already done so. So very important this. Success, an email has been sent to your inbox. So please remember this and pass this on to your teams, because sometimes people are saying to me, oh, I don't know where my order is, and I've not got an email about people joining, or I'm not getting the emails about my orders. It's because you need to subscribe to those emails again. For people joining now, it shouldn't be a problem, but certainly this is for people who had the old back office and now have got the new back office. So you will get an email, and then of course you will need to click on the link in the email to make sure you're getting that. So we were just now, I do find sometimes with this back office that you're there, you're sort of somewhere in it, and then you have to go back to where you were, and sometimes the back arrow doesn't seem to. I'll try the back arrow. Try the back arrow again. Okay, that has worked on this occasion, pressing the back arrow. Sometimes it doesn't take me where I want to go when I press the back arrow. I'm just sharing some of my slight issues with it. Anyway, so let's just finish off information. So we've got here basic information, contact information. Now, this is very important about the points. So I was looking at that earlier on, and what I recommend for people who are outside of the USA, for their first few orders, I would recommend putting the points on 100% just for your first few orders. So that way you're automatically, your first few people who are joining you, they're making sure that your monthly Autoship is covered from the points, and that way you're not losing out on exchange rates fluctuating. So that's what I recommend. Of course, another thing you can do is when you're starting to earn a good amount from TLC, let's say your Autoship costs, let's say your Autoship is costing you $80 a month, say. So what you would do then is you would basically what you want to do is have $80 keeping to cover your Autoship, and then you can obviously so $80 will be kept to cover your Autoship, and the rest will go onto your Payoneer card. these are all different options for you. Now, if you're in the USA, you can get a check. If you're outside of the USA, they do offer Payoneer. But as I said, for the moment, for the first few commissions, I would always recommend the percentage being 100%. You can see how quickly I changed that there. And then, as we did earlier on, the binary preference, we've put it on the lesser volume leg outside. The other thing we should be doing, of course, is we should all be doing the social media. So this is where literally you can add in your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all of these, and again, save the changes. So basically, I've gone over all of the basics of the back office now. So I don't know if anyone's got any questions. I've actually gone over my time for tonight. So if there's no questions, I shall probably finish and get the recording out to you, simply because I know that there's people who couldn't join us live on the webinar. Let's just see if there's a question in the chat. Oh, thank you, Leovi. Thank you for that. So awesome, Elaine. I do appreciate that. Definitely. So basically, thank you for people who've joined live. Thank you for that. And of course, anyone that's listened to recording, do please, the most important thing is make sure that you have opted in for the emails from TLC. And if you're outside of the USA, make sure that your first couple of commissions, I would recommend using them for points at 100%, just because it's simpler in the first instance. Doesn't apply to people in the USA. And thank you guys for joining me. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to say goodbye to you all. So let me just see if I can do that. Goodbye, everybody. See you. Bye.
Thank you, Elaine.
That's okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I'll see you then. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Good night, Elaine.
Good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.